This is a Thanksgiving challenge, Thanksgiving being tomorrow, where I want to put it to people. I've talked about this before in content, where if you have a goal or a habit you want to break or a habit you want to start, something you want to do, if it helps you, go off of days that are easy to remember to kind of get you in the cycle of being able to track it. So whether that's the first of the month or New Year's Day or your birthday or a holiday. So, if you want to quit smoking cigarettes, if you want to stop drinking alcohol or cut down on it or cut down on weed or stop smoking weed, or you want to get back on no-fap or semen retention, whatever your goal is, you want to start that business, you want to get back into an exercise routine, it's good to start on a day that you can mentally have like a checkpoint looking back on it. So this just goes to anyone who has a goal or a habit they want to start up, a good habit they want to get back into, a bad habit they want to break, something in their life that they want to change, or they've been a little inconsistent on something. Tomorrow, Thanksgiving, is a good day to start that because it's a holiday. It's easy to remember. It's going to be in your brain, okay, like Thanksgiving 2020. So if that helps, then definitely do it. I've mentioned this example before too, where people, like someone's trying to stop smoking cigarettes, and maybe they smoke an entire pack a day. Well, instead of going cold turkey, it's never going to work because you have that consistent habit. Think of it long term, because this is where people get stressed out. This is where people uh, they lose focus and then they don't follow through on the goals because they feel like they smoke that whole pack a day and they have to quit the entire pack tomorrow because they get the feeling they want to quit, but then it's like overwhelming because they try to do it and then they go crazy because they went from smoking a whole pack a day to trying to quit cold turkey, and they psych themselves out and then they just go back to doing it. So give yourself like a year to quit. So like do like one less cigarette a day. Like the first day, just do one less cigarette than the whole pack. Maybe at the end of 3 months, you're down to 3/4 of a pack. At the end of 6 months, you're down to half a pack. At the end of 9 months, you're down to a quarter pack. And then at the end of the year, now you're not smoking anymore. Just give yourself that. It can be small increments. You don't have to like quit cold turkey or start anything just right off the bat. You can break it up, and so that's why I bring up the Thanksgiving challenge. With it being a holiday, it's just like a mental reminder. That's a good day to start, so you have like a track record, a clean slate, so you can know, okay, mentally in your mind, that day is when I started this. It'll be easier to track. So whether that's the first of a month, New Year's, your birthday, a Monday, a holiday, some significant day that's just like easy to remember. It's kind of like in school, like whatever tricks help you study and help you understand the information. Use those tricks. Any study habits, same thing with life habits after school. Any tricks that can help you. So a holiday can be that like mental reset, or a day of significance. So maybe you have a certain habit that you want to start or break, or something you want to do to get back into it consistently, or just whatever. Maybe you fail at this the rest of this year, and then late December you start thinking about it again. And so January 1st of 2021 could be like a very significant day to start it, because it gives you that extra motivation knowing that you're starting from like a psychologically satisfying number or a date, because we do that. Like we have like the top 10, or it's just like, what's so significant about 10? Like, why isn't it the top 9? Because it's that psychologically satisfying number. That's why we do top 10 or 100, 1,000. It's like with YouTube, like the big milestone. It's 100 subscribers, and then you can get your custom URL. 1,000 subscribers, and you can get eligible for monetization once you have the watch hour. So 1,000's like that big YouTube milestone. 10,000, 100,000, and so on. But like, what's the difference between like 999 and 1,000? I mean, it's one subscriber. There's not really a difference, but it's that psychologically satisfying number. We do this all the time. You see it in history, top 10, the 10 Commandments, the Big Ten, right? It just like we do things in these psychologically satisfying patterns, and it kind of reinforces the message because it's just something in our mind like, oh, it's rounded, it's even, it looks significant, right? Because it's like the next place value, right? From 9 to 10, you add another digit. From 99 to 100, you're going to a third digit. From 999 to 1,000, it's that fourth digit, like it's the next place value. Then so it like turns the clock. But I mean, what's so significant about 99 to 100 as opposed to 98 to 99, right? It's still adding one, but see, we're psychologically wired this way. So that's what I'm saying with habits and with things you want to do. Don't beat yourself up over stuff that you haven't started, or things that you haven't quit, or habits you haven't broken, because it's all a learning process. It's all day by day. And there is no oh, you failed because you didn't do this the day after you said. Just get back on it the next day. Get back on it the next day. And if you find that kind of lack of discipline is hurting you, then use a holiday as a fresh slate. Like, use Thanksgiving. It's like smoking a bunch of weed and you want to stop or cut down. I don't know. Maybe you smoke. I don't know, like an eighth of weed a week. So maybe you want to cut it down. Like, okay, I'm gonna smoke like a gram a week or something, right? Or maybe you want to quit altogether. And so like Thanksgiving can be your day of just like, this is when you started that. This is my mental looking back on it day. So it's easy to look back on it. It's easy to track. It's easy to know how many days I've been successful with it or how many days I've failed. It's just like that psychologically satisfying number, or that psychologically satisfying day, even if it is just it's all in your head. It's like the placebo effect. What's more significant about one day to the other? What's significant about December 31st as opposed to January 1st, right? There's no real significance. It's placebo. It's all in your head. But if it helps, use it to your advantage, right? It's kind of like fake it till you make it. And you don't want to be a fake person, but there's power behind that statement, fake it till you make it, because like you have a goal or you have a business, like you got to like believe in that business before other people believe in it, right? You got to like present it as if you already own the business even before you've made a sale, because you have to have the confidence that this is my business, this is my product, this is my service. That's how you're going to get like the first customer, right? You're going to make a good product or a good service, and then people will see that it's a good product or a good service. So there's that essence of faking it till you make it, because you have to like already have the business in your mind before you actually have it. So again, it's like that placebo effect. If you can, anything that you can do to give yourself that boost of positivity or enlightenment, or something that helps you track something better, so like that's what I'm saying with Thanksgiving. It's like whatever it is, whether it's a habit for your diet or your choices, smoking, drinking, or a business you want to start, or some kind of thing in your life that you're not being consistent on or you're procrastinating on, use like a holiday. Use like the first of a month. Use the first of a year. Use your birthday. Something that's significant to track. Again, it's like the birthday thing too. What's so different about your birthday than another day of the year? Like, everyone's like, oh, happy birthday. It's like, what's really significant about it? It's like, it's just another day. What's January 1st versus February 17th versus June 18th versus August 3rd versus Christmas is December 25th. Oh, that's Christmas Day. It's just like, what if the government just says, nope, it's November 16th now. And so that's just like Christmas going forward. And people are like, oh, that's weird to think of it like that. But it's just like someone thought of it like that, right? Before the calendar was made, before all these dates and holidays and special days were made, like someone had to make it that day. So it is all placebo. It's all, I mean, every day is just a new day. We're all living people on this world, living day to day, trying to survive. So all this other stuff that we throw into here is just added stuff. So even though it's placebo, you can use that to your advantage. Same thing like what I was saying with the psychologically satisfying numbers, like the top 10, the top 100. Like, oh, you've hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Oh, you've hit 10,000. You've hit 100,000. Okay, so like what about 99,999? What, one more subscriber? Oh, it's 100 now, 100,000. So, but it's like, what if you had 99,998 and then you add one? What is, it's just adding one, right? But it's in your mind that that's some significant milestone or some significant number, some significant day. But if that has that psychological effect, use that to your advantage. So like, if you need to make that life choice, if you need to make that switch on something, why not use a holiday? It's an easy day to remember. It's an easy day to track. So like, use Thanksgiving tomorrow to whatever you need to do in your life. Just do it. And even if you start tomorrow and then you fail by Black Friday, so what? Then start again December 1st or like the day after or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, use anything you can to get yourself in a mental place of being able to get your life in the direction that you want to take it. So I just hope that everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and no matter what you do, it's even you don't even have to be traditional. You don't have to have like this traditional family where everyone gets together and has a meal. A lot of people feel left out on these holidays, or they feel sad because they see other people enjoying something that they think they're not doing themselves. But like I said, it's total placebo. Just because the government says this is a holiday, like this is Thanksgiving or this is Christmas, and you see other people just like putting up lights for Christmas and then like having a dinner at Thanksgiving, like they're just doing the traditional thing that we were just kind of told. And so you see other people doing that and you're not doing that, and so a lot of people get very down on themselves on like holidays, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, because they see other people with what they think is a better family situation or whatever. Or Valentine's Day, that's another one too. It's just like they see like a couple and they think they're missing out on something. But as we've gone over on this channel with MGTOW and Red Pill, don't envy too much of the married couple stuff or the boyfriend girlfriend stuff. You're not missing out on anything because you're single or just because you're figuring stuff out, or you're just who you are. You were born to what genetics you have and what family circumstance you have. Don't be so hard on yourself. Which is random. I could have been born as the other guy. I could have been born Asian. I didn't have to be born mixed with green eyes. I could have been born Mexican. I could have been born full white, full black. What doesn't matter. So tomorrow, I don't have any Thanksgiving plans. I'm just gonna come and work, sell this tie-dye for this nonprofit in San Diego, which I have full control over my schedule. I work independently, contracted through it, and I chose to work Thanksgiving. I want to be out here. I want to just be at the beach and enjoy myself. And I don't have any traditional Thanksgiving plans tomorrow. I'm gonna go home and probably just eat and go to bed. I don't have like this huge family get together, and you're not missing out on anything. You're not alone on things. So don't think that don't get down on yourself. Like I said, this stuff is so placebo. Like, oh, you see this other family having this huge meal with 20 people, and they take a picture and post it on Facebook, and everyone's smiling. So you think you're like the lonely guy with no family or no friends. No one cares about you. Use Thanksgiving. It's just another day. They could have made Thanksgiving May 23rd. They just made it a day. So even though it's placebo, use it to your advantage. Use it in a way where, okay, well, this is a day I will remember consciously because it's a holiday. It's a significant day that I'm gonna like remember looking back on it. So use that as the day to like start your business, start saving that money, break that habit or start that habit. Use that placebo element of it to help yourself. The same thing that when you think of like, oh, the top 10, what about top 9, top 11? Oh, that doesn't sound good. So we make it the top 10. But like, what's like 9, 11, 8? Like, what about the top 26? What about the, like with the top 102? Why the top 100? Oh, 102 is weird. That's 2 over. So that's all. It's off. It's but it's just like it's in our mind. That's what I'm saying with this. It's like it's so mental. So like knowing these mental aspects of our psychology and how we think. Use whatever you can, right? So like, you smoking cigarettes, like I said, you're smoking a pack a day. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, and say you're just telling yourself, I'm done with smoking cigarettes. I want to quit. So don't try to do it all tomorrow. You're not going to do that. It takes time to do things, right? You try to be a bodybuilder. You're not going to go to the gym once and be a bodybuilder the next day. But like, with the pack of cigarettes, just tomorrow, Thanksgiving, if that's your psychological day to start, smoke one less cigarette than the pack tomorrow. You can do that. That is doable. That is a doable goal. You can do one less than the pack. right? So if you're doing a cigarette every hour or whatever, if you do one less than the pack, okay, do one every hour and 10 minutes now. Like, you can wait those 10 minutes to space it out through the day so that at the end of the day, it's one less than the pack. You can do that, and it's a very manageable thing. And it might be a little hard to do that, but stick with that one less for as long as you need to. Do one less than the pack for a whole month. And then on the second month, do two less than the pack. On the third month, do three less than the pack. You understand it, because then you're going to look back like, oh, I started this on Thanksgiving, and it keeps yourself in check. It keeps yourself accountable, because it's the day that you remembered you started that goal, rather than like when you're just going through life, like really just trying to like aimlessly like make moves or change stuff. It's not going to work, because it has to come from like a conscious place of, okay, I'm going to do this. Like, if you're not in that conscious mode of like trying to quit cigarettes, like actually making an effort to do so, you're not just going to randomly do so, right? It's not going to be like January 17th and you're just going to be like, oh, quit now. Like, you have to consciously think about it. Think about how things are affecting you, the life you want to live. And if it helps you, use that date where you can track it, like on a calendar or something. Like, maybe you start that goal or break that habit or start that habit on January 1st. So now you buy a fresh calendar, and it's like an easy day to remember. January 1st of 2021, I started this thing, or I did this thing, or my birthday. Like, so like I'll be 27 myself in June. So if I want to make some change in June, I could just say to myself, okay, so like on the day of 27, this is when I made that mental switch, or I started this thing. And so I'll always remember to keep myself in check that I've been doing this consistently since 27. That's what my mind would do, because there's that mental, psychological placebo effect of your birthday meant something, or Christmas meant something, or January 1st meant something, or Thanksgiving meant something. So it's very important to use whatever you can to improve your life. So like I said, just anyone watching the video, enjoy your Thanksgiving, no matter what your plans are for it. Don't feel like you're being left out on anything, whether it's holidays, Valentine's Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's all, I mean, they could have made any day, whatever. But because they made it that day, and because that's in your mind, like the top 10 or a holiday, use that special feeling of that day to as like the checkpoint, because it's like easy to look back on. It's easy to start that goal, because it's like that psychologically reaffirming date, or that psychologically reaffirming number. So enjoy your Thanksgiving tomorrow. I hope everybody has a good one, and thanks for watching this channel and supporting it, subscribing, and I look forward to keep making content.